Are you really confused as to whether you should be wearing boots, shoes, or trail runners for your next hike? Then here is my no-nonsense guide to hiking footwear. Let's go! Hello hikers and world travellers, Russ here bringing you the best tips and inspiration for hiking around the world. Okay, so when picking your footwear for your next hike, ask yourself 3 questions. What is my objective? What's the weather going to be like? And what is the terrain like? These 3 questions that you ask yourself will give you the answer to your footwear issues. Consider your hiking footwear like a tool, not just a piece of clothing, but a tool. You need the right tools for the right job, and there are so many different tools out there for so many different jobs. What we're going to do in this video is put those 3 questions to the test by linking them up to some scenarios. Okay, scenario number 1. The objective for this scenario is to hike the first 500 miles northbound on the Pacific Crest Trail. And while I'm trying to achieve that objective, I'm going to be averaging about 25 to 30 miles a day. If you know anything about the Pacific Crest Trail, the first 500 miles are in the desert, so it's going to be very dry. I know it's mainly flat. And to hike that kind of mileage, I'm going to need something that's lightweight and is going to enable me to travel fast. It's also got to be comfortable so I don't get blisters very easily. Because the weather's going to be hot and dry, I'm very comfortable with something that's incredibly breathable with like a mesh upper or something like that. Again, the terrain is going to be flat, smooth and maintained, so something with a very thin sole will do. Less support required as well, so you don't need a really big high top. And all of that combined means a lot less weight, so it's going to be an incredibly lightweight shoe. So the decision for that scenario would definitely be something like trail runners. And I would be happy with going with my New Balance Minimus. They're incredibly light, very good grip, very flat, very big toe box, going to keep your feet really well breathed out, very comfortable shoe to wear. Or I'd even be happy with going with something like my New Balance Zanti V3s. So they've got a little bit more cushion, so it's easier on the heel. But again, they're going to dry out super quick. The only downside with both of these shoes is they're not going to last for any more than 400 to 600 miles a pair. But that's okay, because in this scenario, we decided to just do the first 500 miles of the PCT anyway. So the next scenario, scenario number 2, and that is to summit Ben Nevis in the snow in the middle of February. Ben Nevis is the tallest mountain in the British Isles, and in February the snow can get pretty deep. You can get white out, the terrain and the rocks can get very slippery and icy. You're going to need something that's going to keep your feet warm and be able to attach a pair of crampons to. Because the terrain is going to be rocky and icy, you're going to need something with ankle support. It's going to need good strength, a good grip and a really strong sole. So the decision is going to be boots, but a very special and very particular type of boot, and that's a grade A mountaineering boot. Grade A mountaineering boots are extremely expensive, especially for the decent ones, but what's really good about these is they're incredibly rigid, so you can fit a pair of crampons to them. They're very good at supporting your legs and your ankles. They're incredibly heavy though, and it's literally like walking with lead weights stuck to your feet, but they're going to keep you safe in the icy terrain. You could attempt a Ben Nevis summit with just a normal pair of hiking boots, just like these ones. You could fit some kind of studs to them or some temporary crampons which aren't as good, which can fall off. And this is what most people go for. It's got a high top, they're very durable, they're waterproof, but I just never wear these anymore. They're too heavy, they're too uncomfortable. Yes, they last long, but I'd rather switch out my shoes halfway through a trail and get the same ones again. Just to save on weight, to save my feet being completely chewed up, I just tend to steer away from these. I don't tend to hike in really cold, icy conditions that require crampons anymore. And if I do, I'll switch out to something like this if I really have to, but most of the time it's not how I like to hike anyway. Okay, the final scenario, which is scenario number 3, and the objective for this is to hike the Southwest Coast Path from the spring to the summer. The terrain is going to be rocky, it's going to be muddy, it's going to be grassy. With the British weather, who knows what's going to happen. You're going to need something that dries fast and saves a lot of time and effort, and you're also going to be hiking a lot of miles and going up and down the hill along the cliff edges, so you're going to need something that's really light as well. So for that, I'd go for something more like a hiking shoe or a trail runner, just like these. That's the Merrell Moab there. We've got the New Balance Minimus and the New Balance Zanti V3s. I would happily walk in either of these shoes for a trek just like that. But as always, it all depends on the type of hiking that you're gonna be doing. Just get the right tools for the right job. Again, the type of hiking that I do is long distance. It's gonna be mainly dry. If it's gonna rain, then I need something that's gonna dry really fast. I need something that's lightweight, that's comfortable, that's breathable, and ticks all of those boxes. So what I usually hike in is a trail runner or a hiking shoe. But as I said, if your hike requires boots, then do go ahead and wear them. It's better to be safe than sorry. Okay folks, if you like this video, then hit that thumbs up. Do feel free to watch either of the videos to my side. One of them will go over each and every piece of hiking footwear that I've worn so far in detail. And also another one is a link to my hiking tips playlist. Thanks for watching, and do consider subscribing for more videos just like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.